Hi, my name is Jose Calzada, and I'm doing my presentation on gun controls and the pros and cons. The Second Amendment pros. So, certain people take advantage of the Second Amendment, and in some places, carrying a gun is prohibited, like an example for malls and places where kids are involved, just for their safety. And according to Brandon Miller, the Second Amendment cannot stop stupidity with a firearm. The Second Amendment is only one method of deterrent for criminal behavior. So a lot of people use the Second Amendment as an excuse to treat guns irresponsibly and use them for criminal reasons. Deaths. More gun control would reduce gun deaths. Guns produce thousands of homicides in the U.S. Firearms are the leading cause of deaths for American children and teens. And according to UC Davis, there were 39,740 deaths from firearms in the U.S. in 2018. Criminals. Uh, Guns are a common item from houses that are being robbed, that get robbed in houses. What criminals like to do is they like to go in people's houses and rob them. Usually they go after guns. They use it for themselves, personal reasons, or to sell to other criminals as well. And according to NIJ, most homicides in the U.S. are committed with firearms, and especially handguns. Background checks, I think, are very important. They prevent criminals and other dangerous people from getting guns. Not to say that a responsible person may get one and then one day use it irresponsibly, but I believe it takes away the chance of giving it to someone irresponsible. I think it's important to give it to responsible people and not give it to, like I said, mentally ill people. Um, More gun control leads to fewer suicides. So between 1999 and 2013, there were 270,237 firearm suicides in the U.S. Hopefully, suicides will go down when the U.S. has more gun control. And it's according to Atlantic, guns are used in just 6% of all suicide attempts, but are responsible for 54% of successful suicide attempts. And this is our Second Amendment, and as to why I believe we should bear arms. It is in the Constitution and rights for the people to carry a gun. We are protected to have our individual right to. And according to procon.org, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Another reason I support the Second Amendment and the right to bear arms is for self-defense. The police can always be there all the time to protect everyone. People use guns for self-defense to protect their homes and their families. A citizen has the right to have self-defense. And according to Lauren Baldwin, a person is entitled to use a gun for self-defense in the U.S. if necessary. A lot of people use guns for hunting and sports. And some of them use it for food as well. And according to Gabrielle Hoffman, hunting has taken a decline in participation numbers in the past years because of gun control. I believe that crime will happen with or without guns. Other weapons are also used as well for violence and crime. Example for Chicago, they have bans on guns, gun shops, shooting ranges, assault weapons, and but in 2014, Chicago had 2,809 shooting victims, including at least 390 murders. So gun control in certain cities are restricting guns in certain places does not always add up with murders and gun control. Another big reason I support bear arms is giving too much power to our government. I want us to be safe from a tyrannical government. Who knows what can happen? The Second Amendment protects us from not being restricted to the government. These are pros and cons quotes from famous people on gun control. In my opinion, there are many pros and cons to gun control. Ultimately, at the end of the day, crime will continue with guns and without guns. Personally, guns provide self-defense for my family, my home, and I. I respect and honor the Second Amendment. I prefer we, the people, have more control of ourselves instead of being restricted by the government. And that's my presentation on gun control, pros and cons. Thank you.